Why you? Because here you can get the background, but that's only part of the background. Okay. Okay. You see, we must understand in Malaysia we have both government sector and private sector. Private sector is the engine of growth. Sky is the limit. Whereas the government sector, the scope is limited. And the fact that certain section of our community of Malaysians do not want to join the civil service is basically because in the private sector, if you are efficient, you can come up. Whereas in the government sector, there are many obstacles. You see, like if we give an example, if you are a teacher, you cannot be made a pengetua. The number of non-Malays pengetua so few, and people cannot perform. So that is why there's a drawback. Correct. Number two, the civil service also, there's nothing much talented people can move the ladder very fast. Whereas in the private sector, the salaries and the increments are based on your performance. Can?
Can. Next question. Do civil servants receive less protection than those in the private sector?
Civil servants are governed by general orders. That's very vital, you know.
General what?
General orders. Perintah. Okay. So the civil servants in Malaysia, their tenure of service, TENURE, tenure of service is guaranteed by law, and they are protected and well represented by the union.
Protected by the union.
They are well represented by the union. So it is very difficult to dismiss a civil servant. Whereas in the private sector, they are not assured, you know. Although there are laws, but it's very easy to sack a private sector worker than a government sector.
Why then?
Because
if you do a lot of wrongdoing, still you have proof and everything. Do you?
Yeah, in the government sector.
In government sector.
Government sector, the discipline laws work both ways. No? It's not easy to sack a person. You must give one letter.
Do you have a domestic inquiry in, like private sector? They have a domestic inquiry.
In the government sector is more than the domestic inquiry. Dana, come. This Mr. Dana. No. So this is Dana. What was a very important question you asked?
Do government sector have domestic inquiry? You know, they do wrongdoing. Yeah.
Government sectors have better than domestic inquiry. So you are the pengetua, I am the teacher.
Okay.
So if I made a wrong, you must give me a letter, and then I can have the right to explain. I have the right for representation by the union. Okay, I can take up the matter to the court. Whereas
which court you usually take?
We can go. Actually, government servant cannot go to industrial court. But the guardian of the government servant is the general orders. The guardian of the government servant is the general orders. And the general orders protect the rights of workers in Malaysia. And it's enshrined in the general, so it's very difficult to sack a government servant. Unless, of course, you commit rape, you commit crime, theft, embezzlement of funds and all that, that you can sack him. The laws are very clear. But it's very difficult. Usually the trend is the lazy one go to the government sector.
Yes.
The private sector, because the number of holidays, we have the largest number of holidays in the whole world, you know.
Yeah, in Malaysia, right?
Malaysia, correct.
Okay. Why is it that benefit or incentive for civil servants differ from state to state?
You see, there are two types of government servant. One, the federal, employed by the federal government. The other are state governments. So for example, if I work in the municipal council in Selangor, I am employed by the Selangor state. But you are appointed, say you are an education officer in the JPN, you are appointed by the government, by the Ministry of Education. So, some states depend on their revenue to pay the government, to pay their officers. Some states are very poor. When the government pay 1.5 month bonus, they cannot afford to pay. You pay from your revenue. Federal government pay from the entire profit of the nation. They have the money. Say you are Selangor, I am working under you. You have to pay from whatever you make from Selangor. But you cannot afford to pay something.
Since the formation of QPACs, in your opinion, has the government have been responsive and fulfilled their demands during your times do you pay?
See, during QPACs,
do you have any cases that you want to share with us?
Cases of?
Do you have what kind of
Tell me, what kind of?
The employee went into a strike or something, then you solve it?
No. You see, QPACs is an umbrella body for the civil servants, and government has given it a very good position, very good standing. Issues pertaining to the issue of civil servants have been discussed at meetings which are held regularly. So QPAC's leaders and the public service department meet very often to discuss their problem. Apart from that, we have 3 national joint councils, okay, which is also a negotiating machinery. On one side, you have the Public Service Department, JPA. On the other side, you have QPACs, and you have also the 3 National Joint Council. One is for what you call teachers. One is for lower income group. One is for pengurusan and professional group. One is for, when you say teachers, it also include the certificate group lah. So there are 3 national joint councils altogether. So they are well protected.
They are well protected.
And government has, most times, it has fulfilled the demands. Most times, when the thing was reasonable.
What is the state of civil laborers at the moment?
Why you put the laborers, man? Labourer no more already in Malaysia, you know.
Okay, so
No more already. Labourer, only the Indian were labourers. Correct what? That's the history. Indian were labourers.
okay.
What do you mean by this question?
Civil servant lah at the moment.
Civil servant, they enjoy perks.
Enjoy, right?
Ah,
Basically, they enjoy with bonuses.
bonuses and
Now, they recently they want to
One-
give again 500, 100 lah.
no 1.5 months salary.
1.5 months salary.
That, like for example, never before they have got 1.5 months salaries as bonus lah.
Hmm?
And also the retired people getting 500. So usually the civil servants are the blue-eyed baby of the government, and they are taken care.
Okay, what are the improvement that you would like to see take place in the near future?
You see, if you ask me, the public today wants better services from the civil servants. They must be efficient. The civil service must reflect the multiracial society of Malaysia. It cannot be representative of only one race. It should represent the multiracial society. Recently, our fight was to place more Indian and Chinese officers in the civil servants, in the civil service. And the civil servant must have the raya.
Must have that?
Must have the raya.
Oh,
See, sometimes they will sit there,
and they will.
they won't have,
Yeah.
because the fellow don't understand to fill the form.
Yes.
So they must come forward to help the raya. They must go all the way to help them. And we want to see more Indian and Chinese officers. Yeah, the fellow don't understand anything. You give him one form, he also cannot fill.
True.
So that is what we expect it to change. And also, the head of department, there must be more Chinese and Indian.
Okay, are civil servants allowed to go on strike?
You see, the law makes it impossible to go on strike.
They are not allowed, right? Because
You can go on a wildcat strike.
Okay.
Wildcat strike. That means, like today we all stop work for 3 hours, we go and outside the road and strike can. But the law is so strict, it makes strike practically impossible in Malaysia. But the civil servants in Malaysia prefer to settle their problems through discussion and working together.
If let's say they go on strike, okay, are they being taken any action towards the person?
So far, strikes and those people who take in the strikes, both private
For
and...
example, Bersih strike, one of the government servants in that.
You see, that one is illegal assembly. There are two things. The strike very seldom happened in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Last time teachers went on strike, like nurses go on strike to have equal pay. So, you see, what I believe is, although the law does not allow you to go on strike, but you can really go on strike. And that is enshrined in our constitution.
What are some of the challenges faced in dealing with the government?
You see, the civil servant look after the welfare of the workers. But the government looks after generally all the countries, all the people of the country. So if you ask the civil servant, you see, you think that you see, the you're asking question number 9.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges faced in dealing with the government? Because the government feels that the workers are asking too much. The government wants productivity. The government wants efficiency. The government wants to rule the civil servants. Whereas the civil servants want the best thing for the workers.
What? It's okay. Okay, question number 10. Is it necessary to have a good political connection in getting things accomplished?
You see, in order to accomplish anything in Malaysia, it is to have good public relationship. It is better to have good government connection because we can differ in views when we are working. But when it comes to the development of the country, we must unite. So it is one group of people only, and certainly a good relationship is very essential to succeed.
Okay, just now as you said, the civil servant are given many benefits, right? Like bonuses, half months of salary. Although under work, what is your opinion of this?
What is that?
Like many believe that civil servants are given many benefits although under work. What is your opinion on this? They're given many benefit but they don't serve the rakyat.
You see, this is a general opinion.
Okay.
Because at 4:15 everything is closed, they go back. And Friday after that they go back. So many people think that civil servants are shaking legs.
And
but
what about their breaks all?
Their holidays, too many public holidays in Malaysia, and too many, and they start late and go home late. You see, while you have rules to govern that, rules and regulation, but it all depends on our upbringing and our conscience. Why are we there? If the civil servant is hardworking, he will not show it to anyone. So I feel majority of the civil servants are hardworking. You cannot deny the fact. But some of them, of course, you cannot, you see, you cannot deny the fact they are also lazy ones. It depends on the upbringing. But generally, if you take, the Indians are the best hardworking civil servants in the past and now. They have a conscience to work. I'm getting a salary, it's from taxpayer money, I must work hard. So it is our religious value that strengthens us to work.
Okay, what is the process of trade union joining QPEX?
You see, it's simple. QPEX is an umbrella body for all civil service union. Okay? Okay. QPEX umbrella body for all trade unions can join QPEX, and they are welcome to join QPEX. And majority of the unions today have joined QPEX, and it's very strong.
During your time, can you differentiate the QPEX during your time and now, which is being taken by Dato Umar?
You see, during my time, we had a very strong Prime Minister, Dr. Mahathir, Tun Mahathir, and he knows labour laws very well. Negotiating with him is not that easy. You have to learn your facts to talk to him. And but because At that time, the leadership was very knowledgeable also, Quebec. So it was a very intelligent discussion with Mahathir. And there was a time when he paid only civil servant $1 salary increase when we fought. But he said, I'm the Prime Minister for all the people. I have to take care of the other people also. You see, Mahathir had good values. And he was a difficult man to consider increases. But he's a good man. And we had very good, intelligent debate with Mahathir. And at the end of the day, Mahathir was so close with me. And he even stayed back for my son's wedding. He spent 1.5 hours.
Okay, that's
So it's really, we are still good friends. And we similarly, the former President Raghunathan, because we can easily match him on discussion.
Who is this, Mr.
Raghunathan is from the Technical Union.
Oh, okay.
So, Mahathir likes to debate with people who know knowledge.
Oh, okay.
So, Mahathir, you don't fight with him, you must be knowledgeable. So,
Oh.
Mahathir was a good man to work with.
Okay. So you feel that your time Mahathir was Tun Mahathir was just your respect.
Yeah.
What about now?
Now things are different. We have a good and easygoing Prime Minister, very easy. And it's a different time altogether.
Yes.
All over the world today, civil servants, civil service unions have lost their strength.
Oh, okay. Now there's getting less union.
Yeah, all over the world.
Yeah.
Unions are all no more. NGOs are coming up.
Oh, NGOs. Okay. Currently they already increased the. Okay. Question 30 now. What are the implications of the government pushing the age of withdrawing full EPF amount to 60 years old? And they also can stay in government sector for 60 years old.
No, you see, the government servant are paid pension, not EPF.
Okay.
So pushing withdrawal of EPF to 60 years, it's a good idea because the EPF is supposed to be for old age. Old age. Since most of the civil servants enjoy pension for life, then the EPF is given to the private sector, mostly. But they need the money till they die, and now the death is nearly 90, 95, 100. A lot of people live a long time. So it's better the saving is enough for the next 40 years.
Now move on to question number 13. Does QPAX protect civil servants who join political movements in police?
You see, if the rally is organized with police permit, then freedom of association is one fundamental human right. So teachers can join, like all government servants can join, if it is a legal assembly. That means I got police permission, I'm having a rally, maybe for the cause of retarded children, then I can join. If it's an illegal assembly, teachers shouldn't join, or civil servant shouldn't join.
Question number 15. QPAX have been against the idea of following degree holders to apply for SPM level jobs. Why is this?
You see, the problem is Malaysia, a lot of people leave school with SPM. Only very few go to university because the post is very limited. Correct? The post is very limited. I mean, the places are limited. We are only very few. Not all can afford. So if the degree holders take the SPM, many people have opted to it. Because the base mark of determining our success is SPM. lately when we did the job, we found that many Indians got the degree, but they had the degree from colleges or universities we've never heard about. So we look at the SPM. SPM, most of them had only passes, but they can do a degree. So if you know, the graduates take over all the jobs, but the problem will, the SPM leavers will be left in the lurch. The problem is the Indian people are very good. The first two resume, they will send you very good. Oh, this degree. Then you look at the SPM result. Bahasa Melayu 7, English 7. How to get work? P7. You see, better throw away your qualification. It's useless. There's no point. So earlier one, the relay one, I mean, if you join an illegal relay, nobody can protect you. You shouldn't. You're a government servant, you have to respect the government of the day.
Number 16. Overall, has the government been responsive to the demands of
The government has been very accommodating QPEC's demand.
currently, Dato Omar was requesting for news. He's asking for demand for something.
Really,
900 or something.
something stupid like latest one.
Latest, he has something. Do you think the government will?
No,
I
I think
cannot recall what he was
I also cannot recall. Lately he asked for
something.
something which I thought you were stupid to go and ask for.
900 or something. He was asking increase or something.
No.
Something to do the right. Is it?
You see, sometimes it doesn't go on an argument like that, But I can tell you over the phone. I find out, you call me. I give you my
Okay.
number. Okay.
What your number, sir?
Okay.
Okay. Where we start? 16. Can we move on to question number 17? No, 16. Government has been responsive. Okay.
Where is it?
Question number 17.
Tell me.
Question number 17. In your opinion, what has been QPEC's biggest accomplishment?
Yeah, QPEC's biggest accomplishment has been the negotiating rights given to QPECs. Although the law doesn't permit, QPECs has become a single union that has been ratified by the government. And government has given it a good placing both in national and international forum. Okay.
Next question. Employees are more reluctant to promote unionized employees.
Unionized employees. You see, the thing is, nowadays, you see, in the past, the labor demand was all workers must be unionized, including foreign workers, because the government doesn't recognize that. But Malaysia, I think the employers have been very friendly with the unions. They have never victimized union members, or they are not differentiated union members and non-union members. Whereas in some countries, the demand is that all perks negotiated by the union should only be paid to unionized members. You follow me? You understand? That means whatever government give, only if people join the union, they get a salary increase. Whereas Malaysia, everybody get. So to me, the employers are not. I mean, they don't care whether you're unionized or not unionized. They encourage unions, in fact.
This is what 19 already.
You see, this one, the last one, the question number 19. You must understand that the government has been very accommodating QPEX in its demand, and the government has come out all the way to help civil servants, and the government has been taking care of civil servants. In fact, the last 10 years saw more salary increase than during Mahathir's regime of 22 years.
Anything else, sir?
This one you don't know. In your opinion, what is
Yeah.
the greatest accomplishment QPEX has achieved? The greatest
No, I just cancelled this. You
This
already
one?
told, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
In fact, the biggest achievement is what you know, that the government agreed on a principle that the trade union movement and the government and the employers are the smart partners in developing the economy. This is a policy Mahathir recognized. That
Is
means
that the government has
the
agreed
government, the employer, and the
trade union?
trade union are smart partnership for the development of Malaysia. So Malaysia Incorporated, which Mahathir has accepted, is the three are common partners, and they are common partners for development of Malaysia.
What is the benefit of these common partners?
That means you, she, and I, wherever there is a problem, we sit together and talk. So there is industrial harmony. The government, majikan, and the worker. I tell you, the Indians are very. That day we go and fight for one group of fellows, got all very good results. But the chairman telling me, went through the SPL, the fellow telling me, you stupid fellow never registered in the SPL. How to call for interview? Now it's too late. Terrible. Oh.
Okay, sir. What is the likelihood of QPAX achieving their demand of tax-free bonus for civil servants? Tax-free.
It is not possible because
Not possible.
because then it must be all workers should get tax-free bonus. So the country will earn less income. The country will pay less bonus. So if you ask me to implement tax-free bonus, very good. But instead of getting 1.5 months, you'll get half month. It's a matter of which come first, the chicken or the egg.
Okay.
So it's a difficult thing. You see, you are the Prime Minister. You see the tax-free bonus. Okay, what happened? So you pay less, lah. Government earn less. By taxing, government gets more, so they pay more. It's a basic economic question, lah. But some of the demand very stupid. My time all you tell mother say, what a stupid fellow you are, lah. You want what like this, lah? You want me to pay you half month bonus? You tell straight on your face. You see, it's a non-starter, lah.
Okay, how have labor unions in Malaysia progressed throughout the years?
You see, the labor unions in Malaysia has been responsible organization compared to other countries. Malaysia recorded the least number of strikes. After mass strike, that was about 30 years ago, there has never been a big strike altogether. So, harmony among the Malaysian trade union movement and the employers are successful things that has made the country grow. And trade union leaders in Malaysia are more responsible.
During your time, sir, when you are the president of QPAX, what are the cases that you have solved? Describe the case.
Very simple. Generally during this time we have succeeded in proving to the government that we are equal partner with the public service department. That means we match the intelligence because the leaders were very educated and well represented. That's one. Number two, we have worked together in solving any crisis, labor crisis. Number three, the QPEX leaders sat in all committees. That means they were part of the committee that contributed to development of the nation, including MAPEN, M-A-P-E-N, MAPEN, M10, Malaysian M10, 10 Malaysian. One MAPEN is Economic Development Plan, and the other one is Malaysian Trade and Economy Committee and EPF Board, and all other public development policy. The workers were part of it. The setting up of national joint councils all over the country to discuss the labor issues and common problems, and the directive to heads of department to solve problems through discussion with QPEX. I never stopped after QPEX. After QPEX, I was appointed commissioner with the Human Rights Commission, Swakam, for 6 years. Then I was appointed as for 6 years, and then I was also appointed. After that, was appointed to the Prime Minister's department.
So if you want to interview another person like dato, subramaniam or something like that,
you have to make appointment, but I don't think you better don't go to politician now, but they don't have time. I think you can.
Employee, she has a problem. The case went until she has been to be strike or something.
Good. So you take the number, Raghunathan, Mr. Raghunathan. You want industrial cases,
Yeah, we have some cases to discuss in the class. So
like you have solved that case, like a particular person, employer came to you.
His position was technical.
He's the president of QPEX. But cases I can look for you, God. Some cases like dismissal, all that.
You want that kind of
I tried to. How many cases you want?